What is good? It's the medicated one, KY Army 420, and we're back today with how to flip your interiors, change rims, all that good stuff with your Magic Spot. If you saw my last video on how to make a Magic Spot, this is the carryover on what to do with it now. So we went ahead and started off by getting everything set up. You want to go ahead and push your Magic Spot down to the arena. The main level, B1, B2, it does not matter, but you want to have all three cars in the same floor. So you want your Magic Spot, which is right here, this pink LG. You're going to want the donor car, and you're going to want the car receiving the mods. So this one right here is the one receiving the mods. The interior has a selected interior. And then you're also going to need the donor car, which we're going to use this GTO. Shout out to Hidden Ghost for throwing this my way, the way I can go ahead and make this video. So once you've gotten all three in the same garage, if you've seen my video on how to crush your facility vehicles or my most recent dupe video, this is basically the same method as both of those. We're going to go ahead and start off up at the casino. Going to go ahead and call out any random car from any garage, just don't make it the arena. You're also going to want to go ahead and have an LG in the back of your MOC. So once we've gotten in the vehicle, we're just going to drive right over. We're going to pick up the person helping us. A little nudge for support. We're going to go ahead and drive up. We're going to drop into the parking garage. Once we're both in the parking garage, we're going to go ahead and have our friend jump back in. They're going to go ahead and sit in the car. We are going to go ahead and job teleport over to our nightclub. Once we get over to our nightclub, we're going to go ahead and head into B1, where our speedo is. Once we're inside, we're going to go ahead and run over to our speedo. We're going to jump in our speedo. We're going to hit right on the D-pad. We will be frozen, so we're just going to open the pause menu and back out. Going to get out of the speedo, and we're going to go ahead and job teleport down to our arena. Once we're down at the arena, we're going to go ahead and go into whatever garage has all three of our cars in it, whichever garage we have set up. I'm using B1. As you can see, we still have the Magic Spot, the donor, and the scratch car. So we're going to go ahead and jump in the scratch car. This is going to be the car that we're changing everything on. We're going to hit right on the D-pad. We're going to go into the mod shop, and we're just going to change one thing. We're going to exit the arena. Once we're outside, we're going to go ahead and call our mechanic, and we are going to request the Magic Spot. When you set this up, you should go ahead and try to put your Magic Spot as the very first vehicle slot. So we're going to go over to Arena Workshop B1, and the very first one is my pink LG. So that's going to be my Magic Spot. I'm going to go ahead and request that vehicle, and I'm going to wait about 10 seconds. Once about 10 seconds have passed, I'm going to go ahead and tell my helper to get out of the car. The license plate will change on the car that I am sitting in. As you can see, the plate changed to a blanking. At this time, we're going to go ahead and request our MOC, but we have to wait just a few seconds for our mechanic to call and tell us that he cannot bring us the vehicle. At this point, we are done with our helper for a second. They can chill out and do whatever they want for a few minutes. Now that our mechanic has called us and told us he cannot deliver our vehicle, we're going to go ahead and request our MOC. Remember to go ahead and have an elegy or some kind of free vehicle in the back of your MOC at this time. Once it is showed up behind the casino, or behind the arena, excuse me, not the casino, we're just going to make our way back here and we're going to go ahead and save this car. This is now our scratch car and our magic spot as one car. So we're going to accept this alert and we're going to drive this vehicle in. Like I said, this is now our magic spot. So we're just going to jump back in this and we're going to take it right back into the arena. Once we get down here, we're going to pull it back into the exact same garage. We're going to go ahead and overwrite the car in the first slot, which is the one that just came out of our MOC. And as you can see, we now have the magic spot with the original car on top of it. We have the donor and the original car all in here. So this is our magic spot right now with the original car, with the original scratch car on it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and head back up to the casino. Going to job teleport up here. Once we get up here, we're going to ask our friend to go ahead and head back out of the parking garage. We are going to call our mechanic. And we are going to go ahead and request that magic spot. Once the vehicle shows up on the map, we're going to go ahead and jump in it. We're going to pick our friend up and we're going to head right back into the parking garage one more time. Same thing, once we load in, we're going to have our friend jump back in the car and sit in the car. We are going to go ahead and teleport over to our nightclub. Go ahead and head back into B1 again, where our speedo is. Once again, we're going to go ahead and jump in our speedo. We're going to hit right on the D-pad. We'll be frozen. Just bring up the pause menu, back out of the pause menu, jump out of the vehicle, and go ahead and teleport down to the arena. Once we're down at the arena, we're going to go ahead and head back into the garage, B1, or whatever garage you're using. Once we load in, we're going to go ahead and jump in the donor car, the one with all the clean mods in it. I'm going to hit right on the D-pad, go into the mod shop. We're going to change one thing in here also. Once we've changed one thing, we're going to exit the arena. Once we're out here, we're going to call our mechanic again. And we are going to request our magic spot, which will be the first vehicle in whatever garage you're using in the arena. Hopefully you've gotten in the first spot like I do, so it's easier to keep track of. Our friend is sending it, but we're going to go ahead and call it. We're going to wait about 10 seconds once again. After about 10 seconds, we're going to tell our friend to jump out of the vehicle. The plate on our vehicle will change once again. Wait a few more seconds, the mechanic will call us and tell us he cannot bring us the vehicle. And then we're going to request our MOC. Alright, there's the call from the mechanic. Just go ahead and request our MOC now. It will spawn up at the back of the arena. While we're waiting for it to come in, go ahead and set up your internet. Get it to where you can double tap and quickly disconnect. If you're using a landline, you can simply unplug your landline at the part coming up. So once our MOC has showed up, we're going to go ahead and pull up to the back. We're going to hit right on the D-pad. We're going to get the full alert. As soon as we press X and we get the animation, once the animation changes to a black screen, you want to double tap and disconnect your internet or unplug your LAN cable. So right here, I'll double tap, disconnect my internet, come back to the game. I see the save circle. My internet connection has been lost. Please return back to story mode. So at this point, we are done with our helper. They can go ahead and leave or whatever they gotta do. We're just gonna load into story mode. Once we're in story mode, we're gonna go ahead and load back into a session. I'm gonna go ahead and take an invite for myself and load right back into the same session I was in. And once we load back in, you should see there's the merged car. The interior has been cleaned up. It's gotten this livery on it that I don't really like, but that's it, y'all. Just do gift cards for friends, save this. Smash like, share out. Until next time, peace, love, respect.